Ordered a Dahua 4x2 megapixel. I'm going to install it today for demonstration purposes, and let's see what we got. Hey there, how are you today? If you're new to the channel, I'm Sean with Accent Alarms. I have about 25 years experience designing, installing, and servicing quality, long-lasting automatic gate systems. By automatic gate system, I mean I work on gates, gate operators, cameras, access control, and wired and wireless connectivity. And I've recently added video production to the list of things I do. I'd love to get your feedback, good or bad, down in the comments section, and please take a second to click on that subscribe button. It really helps us out when you do. Keep your head on a swivel and be safe out there. I want to take a quick look at the spec sheets for these two cameras. They're similar in the sense that they're both multi-sensor panoramic cameras. They both cover 180 degrees and they both do a pretty good job of doing it. The price difference between these two is the Axis has a minimum advertised price of just under $2,000, $1,999 versus $1,489 for the Dahua. So you save about $500 or 34% on the Dahua camera. With the Axis, you get 3 5-megapixel images, and with the Dahua, you get 4 2-megapixel images. The rest of it, besides, one more important thing is the Dahua has 5-year warranty from an authorized dealer, and the Axis has 3 years also from an authorized dealer. One way you can tell right away if someone's an authorized dealer is if you see pricing advertised less than that, chances are they are not an authorized dealer. Other than that, this has some newer technology on it. They're both good cameras. We'll take a look at the video and you can kind of see the differences for yourself. Here I've got my 4x2 megapixel mounted directly below the Axis 3x5 megapixel. They're roughly about the same size. And you can see it's just a temp installation. But what we'll do next is compare the video of these two products. This is also available with this style camera, and that's probably what I would install in this setup normally. But this is a good test. I'm just going to roll the video here. You can use the pause button and rewind to compare video yourself. First thing you'll notice though is the Axis takes up 3 frames where the Dahua fits in a single frame. They both are single license cameras, meaning you only pay for 1 license in the software. But with the Dahua, it all shows up in 1 frame, and the Axis, it has to take up 3 frames. This is me leaving after installing, and I did add it to the software, Milestone Corporate, obviously, because it's recording, but I didn't change any of the default settings. So I was able to get a little better image quality afterwards, and there's a couple images later that show that. Keeping in mind that the Axis is a 5 megapixel times 3, so each one of those screens is 5 megapixel, whereas the Dahua is 4 2 megapixels. Here I'm zooming in on my license plate a little bit, and you can see it won't be quite as sharp as the 5 megapixel, but it's probably sharp enough that you could get a license plate from this. You can definitely get the front license plate though. Now I'm going to switch and take a look at the Axis. It's a little tougher because we have to click on each individual image pane to get that pulled up. So here I am approaching, and we will definitely be able to get my license plate. It's 5 megapixels versus 2. And here's the exit view on the third imager, and it's that pixelation again is just because of my remote connection. And as we zoom in, it's a little sharper, but not as much as I had expected. Come back to the Dahua after I made some fine-tuning adjustments, and you can see how sharp that license plate is. Blocked out a little bit of it, and here's another one as the exit. You can see in the 4 how sharp that is. My night video didn't come out quite the way I expected. The first night I left on the IRs, which caused reflections off of our Colorado license plates. So I turned those off, but now we're in the middle of the blizzard of 2019. We'll see if that amounts to anything much more than some rain and a couple inches of snow. As pointed out, these two cameras are similar and very different. One's 5 megapixel by 3, the other's 2 megapixel by 4. I do like that the Dahua can show up in one frame in the software. It's stitched together, whereas the Axis, you need 3 frames. I called Axis tech support to see if there was a way around that, and apparently there isn't. So that's kind of a hang-up for me. I like having it in one screen. I do like having 5 pixels versus 2, but is it worth it? The cost difference is $500, and that's map pricing. If you create a login in our website, you'll see that the difference between those prices is even greater than that. So we hope to see you on our website. We hope you like what we're doing here. Please comment, let us know. Thanks again. Hey there, I'm Sean with Accent Alarms. Keep your head on a swivel and be safe out there.